Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Barndo. Today I'm going to be going over Above and Beyond War Scrim versus War and Glory. Now, it was an organised war and it was absolutely amazing fun. You can see there we've lost it Above and Beyond by the 1 star and 1.33%. And you can see 22 to 23 on the 3 stars, but it was probably the best strategy I've seen from any of the clans in battles at the moment. And this is how wars are won and lost at the moment in high end, is the Town Hall 10s and 11s. Now you can see there Dave's got the 1 3-star and then no more from our Town Hall 11s or 10s. So for the enemy, they had the 1 3-star versus our PB, but then 2 really highs with a 99% and a 92% there. But then they also had Tommy Boy. He hit a 3-star on our bottom Town Hall 10. Now, we did have a few 6-star wars. I'll go through those later. But this is where wars are won and lost at the moment. Just trying to look at my stats here. Hit downs for us. Town Hall 10 hit downs were 2 to 3. So we only used 2. The enemy only used 3. But what that allowed us to do was we had, where are we? 4 of our Town Hall 9s actually hit up. So it was a bit of a strategy played Above and Beyond. It's only just kind of come new. And 4 of our Town Hall 9s hit up to open bases, as well as one of the attacks was actually left, I think it was on number 5. Now, that's allowed our Town Hall 10s more attacks at these bases, and we failed. Unfortunately, Feds hit the base for this base that I'm showing here, hit this for 99%. Albert failed. I failed with Barndo 81B. Then Danny, our Town Hall 11, failed, and Dave had to come in and clean it up. So we probably could have played the strategy a lot better. Obviously, using 5 attacks to get this when it had a kill zone down the bottom, to get 2 giant bombs and the clan castle draw with 1 barbarian that had a Tesla in the corner was just absolutely poor on our behalf. And I'm certainly a part of this, and was shattered at my 95% 2-star. This base is what actually lost us the war. This is my feeling. We should have 3-starred this on the second attack. Unfortunately, Albert had a couple of problems. I myself then hit it the 3rd time, had a couple of problems, and then our Town Hall 11 didn't clear it. So this is where we're losing the war, is at our Town Hall 11 and 10 stage, and that base there with a kill zone was just amazing that we couldn't get it. This is the pressure in these wars. Now, I'm going to get straight into our Town Hall 9s, and I think our Town Hall 9s absolutely smashed War and Glory, and they had a lot of really interesting attack styles. Now, this was Enigma's attack on their number 10. All of the attacks I'm going to be showing from our Town Hall 9s, of course, are fresh hits. Now, Enigma's gone in with a Heave-A-Ho. I'm so proud to see this come in at a different level. You can see he's used the 1 baby dragon at the start for a bit of herding. His queen walked with 4 healers, and she's to go clockwise. Now, then he comes in later with some Valks, the king, and some hogs for the tail end. Now, I'm really proud to see that these guys have used this army. It's a fresh hit 3-star, and it was really cool. So, for me personally, from my Town Hall 9, I had 197% fresh hit, and then I had a 3-star with my second cleanup. So, yeah, really from seeing the wars and doing the stat breakdowns, there was only 2 Mass Falk 3-star attacks from our Town Hall 9s. Now, what that meant is we've been seeing so many in the previous wars, but the Mass Falks are losing their actual strategy in the wars, where they're not being as successful anymore because spring traps are getting upgraded. People are using things like golems, baby dragons. They're affecting these results. Now, you can see here the clan castle Valks, the 2 healers on those, and the absolute effect that they have. It's the raid that keeps on giving. I love it. It's so awesome to see. He's pathed his queen really, really well, even with a Tesla in the corner there. So great attack from Enigma. For our 6-star wars, Albert and Dan 23 had 6-star wars, and there was 3 in the War and Glory team that had the 6-star wars as well. I think the first hit 3 stars were 9 to 7 in the Town Hall 9 levels. So you can see we definitely won that advantage there. Sorry, I've just got other accounts booting up. And yeah, it's worked up where we've had actual base opens with our Town Hall 9s, but not been able to work that through. So the next attack I'm going to be showing is Trance versus their number 11. And Trance did a Dragon Holo attack with the Lightnings. And there were a lot of dragon-based attacks. Where are we? 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five of the attacks that actually got through were dragon-based attacks. So really cool to see. I love the Dragon Holos. Definitely a good strategy. Now what I like about this is this was a fresh hit, of course. Now he's got 2 ground expos in the middle because Valks are still very popular, but the 2 blowers are going away. And you can see the dragons are working against those, which is good. The blowers don't play much of an effect on there. You can see using the 1 Clan Castle hound followed by his own hound. He only needed the 1 loon to go back in there. You can see a heavy loon presence down the bottom to get the few Tesla cell down the bottom there. That was well read. And then the dragons and pups come to clear up the end. Those Teslas do a fair whack of damage, but definitely just enough to get through. And just a really, really good analysis of the base to get that, down to the last dragon. So great raid, Trance. Sorry, my voice is still a bit broken as I still have the flu. The next one I'm going to be showing is Armadillo's hit versus their number 13. And this was a Queen Walk with a Go Hog. It's good to see an old style army still going. I think this was the only walk/Go Hog attack in the war, so it's a bit of an old school army, and it's really cool to see it being used still. Now you can see it's not really a Queen Walk, it's more of a Queen Charge, as he's going to push the Queen inside there and aim to get that Clan Castle. Some good herding up the top with that Wizzy only having to fight against that mortar. So you see now the Queen, she's drawn that Golem, and she's only got the fire of the Expo, so that's really well done there. Now you can see that Golem is aggroed onto the Queen, which is really cool. That means he's kept his Jimmy Bob, his Valks, none of them have taken any major damage. And that's worked to really hold the raid and push the raid through. You can see the Hogs have come out, I think probably a touch too early. But he did have the 2 heals for those Hogs. So you can see how the Hogs are there. He hasn't had to rage his King, but hasn't really had his King to be able to tank. So all the Hogs are effectively gone now, but we've got Jimmy Bob left in the middle. He's going through, and the Queen, obviously, she's going through. So some good DPS clearing troops, but then left over with the 1 poison at the end. So obviously with the Golem in the Clan Castle, didn't need the poisons for that, so maybe could have used them elsewhere. But really great raid there, Armadillo. What was I going to show next was going to be number 16, and this was Tank. Now Tank's gone in with a bit of a Queen Walk Golar Loon, and I really liked watching this on the replay. I didn't see this live or in the war. I watched this when I was doing my recap for the war, and you can see the Queen's hitting into a ground expo there, as well as a couple of point defences. Excuse me. Now, she's not completely under huge pressure, because that's only a level 2 ground expo. It's not doing the massive amounts of damage. It is still going to need a rage, though, on the Queen. And you can see now he sends the 1 Golem down the bottom, a few Izzies, and then old Jimmy Bob. Jimmy Bob comes out. He gets the poison down. Double poisons for the dragon. Probably just maybe missed the dragon, but definitely a good attempt to get there. But what's good is he's pushed his Queen into his Golem group, and you can see how much effect this Queen gets here. Jimmy Bob gets down the enemy King, but he's going to die there to all the defences. Now the Queen has to fight into another blower. Out come the hounds with the loons in the back. And so close on his Queen there. Absolutely ate as much as he could, and then used that rage to keep the Queen up. Now you can see that Queen was tanking that air expo. 1 or 2 hogs for the end there. These loons are still getting hammered by these wizard towers. And that's about as far as they get through. Now, what was cool was there was the leftover minions. They're clearing up the trash on the side. His queen has been tanking this archer. The archer queen has been tanking the archer tower, and of course the cannon in the middle there. Just enough time. Brilliant raid tank. I love to watch it on a replay. Now, I did see there was a few attacks that Above and Beyond have used, which were the golems and then dragons. And this attack here is a go drag. I really don't know what to call this. Now, you can see he's got a couple of golems. He's got the dragons, a baby dragon, all kinds of things. Now, let's have a look at how he goes. Now, I've only watched this once. You can see it's 1x bow on ground, 1x bow on air down by the enemy heroes. But you can see there's 3 air defences up top here. So he's gone in to get the 2 golems up top, jumps to cover all those 3 cells, sends in Jimmy Bob and his queen. And out come the dragons down the bottom. Only 3 to start off with. Now, I like the baby dragons because it allowed him to get that corner Tesla. And I'm liking the baby dragons because they're 10 units based. They're not a full dragon, but sometimes you might have loons or hounds to react to these pop-up corner troll Teslas and things like this. But a baby dragon gets the corner Tesla and then keeps going. Now, what I love to see about this, enemy clan castle with the bowlers, and Dan has seen it. Dan was one of the people with the 6-star war, so you just see, to see all of this on it has just gone, wow. His queen survived. Poor old Jimmy Bob down the bottom there, he's getting troubled by that archer tower. There's still a bowler left, lucky though for his queen. So it's a bit of an entirely mixed army there. Now, because the queen has survived, this is where he's going to get his win from. You can see the dragon now, the sole remaining dragon, that goes into the air defense. He's not going to get that down. And 1 wizard, 1 queen left at the end there, but an absolutely amazing attack, and that would have been awesome to have watched live. Now, I'll show the last attack. This was from Phoenix. This was obviously, like I said, fresh hit 3s, and Phoenix has gone in with one of your staple armies, which is a Queen Walk Govaho. You can see some minis down at the start, and that's to get the side herds, so he'll be pushing in from around sort of 1, 2 o'clock. And it's not really a Queen Walk, more of a Queen Charge. He's going to send the Queen. You can see the test Warbreaker, followed by the 3 Warbreakers, timed really well because obviously that mortar. Now he's going for the Clan Castle minions with a baby dragon, of course keeping in mind that the baby dragon only rages if it's the sole air unit. Now the king and Valks up the top, because that side's been herded really well, then they're going to push into the desired location. I love the jump, but it was just that touch too high. You can see Jimmy Bob having to break in through that cell, but that's opened up so much for his king and Valks to potentially get rid of these double giant bombs. And you can see with the hogs left there, absolutely smashed. Excuse me. Absolutely smashed his base. Oh, Crook Bando. Corner huts. Now, he did actually have some archers for the other corner bits. So, Great War Phoenix, just the 1 3-star, but his base withheld 6 attacks. Took 6 attacks. Amazing to see. So, yeah, that's the wrap-up. It was a really, really amazing war with War and Glory's fresh-hitting Town Hall 11s to bully our Town Hall 10s. Now, they were all bowler raids, and Tommy Boy's attack on Chief Treb was actually a bowler raid as well. So, mass bowlers, they've got the floor at the moment. Bowlers are amazing. You can see now they've got a 26 win streak. Well done to War and Glory. This will be Aussie Addicts' last war with Above and Beyond for now. We go about our own war by ourselves, trying to get ourselves in scrims. So we wish them the best. They're obviously got to have a bit of time building their 10s and 11s, but a really, really fun war from me. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the recap. Don't forget to subscribe. Good luck in the future, and as always, clash on.